That is Parmalee, and this on the telephone with us this morning is Parmalee. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Doing good, man. You got Matt here.
You got Matt.
You guys
Are you
in front of the bus somewhere.
are you the one that's going to handle all the duties? Everybody else is sleeping in this morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Everybody's kind of played a show last night up in Bar Harbor, Maine. So we're traveling towards Philly now.
So tell me, do you guys share duties like that? I mean, it's like, okay, I took that phone call, that radio interview, and you do it tomorrow. Scott or Barry does it. How does that work out?
We have done it in the past, but usually I handle all that stuff. And I will say thank you for not having a 6 a.m. phone this morning.
Well, it does help when you're on the East Coast. We're on the West Coast,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Now, speaking of coast to coast, I mean, like you're talking, you're up in Maine. You got New Jersey tomorrow night. You've got a bunch of other stops. But here, 2 weeks from today, you'll be out here on the West Coast doing a swing. How many miles are you guys going to be racking up this year?
Man, I don't know. It's a lot. Things just kind of got kicked off, but we love it. You know, it's just if we're not on the bus, we're hopping on planes, heading out. You know, no telling where. But I mean, I always say one of the best parts about the job is that we get to travel the country. We get to go to places that would never think of going if it wasn't for music. So we're blessed on that end.
Give us a history of Parmalee. You know, who is Parmalee? How did you guys come together, and so forth?
All right, I'll take you back to 2001, small town, Parmalee, North Carolina, where we formed the band. Me, my brother, who's a year older than me, and our first cousin, and our best friend started the band in Parmalee and named it after the town that we kind of grew up around. And yeah, man, kicked around for about 10 years in a van and trailer trying to get a record deal, and finally, you know, made our way to Nashville and came out with Carolina, which most people probably heard. And yeah, that was kind of the start of the whole thing. But you know, a lot of history, a lot of years together, same four guys. So it's been a cool ride to see everything happen and get to play music for a living. You know?
So your family, I mean, Matt, you know, you and your brother Scott, and then you got cousin Barry and Josh, probably been around long enough. You all seem like family. Families, you know, at times everybody wants to look to, okay, you guys getting any little fights or tiffs, or you know, what is it that usually rocks the boat?
Man, what usually rocks the boat is just sometimes you have a bad show, or somebody does something that you that you get mad about, but that or just stupid stuff sometimes. You know, family, man, you argue about somebody leaving something on the counter and you having to pick up after them, that kind of stuff too, you know. just small things, but we've kind of figured out over the years how to get out of each other's way when it's time. And I think that has a lot to do with how we get along. It's like we know what not to do, when not to do it. And, unless we want to push buttons, then we do it on purpose.
Yeah, there you go. That's family. So you've accomplished a lot so far, but do you guys ever talk about kind of a bucket list? Like, man, I would love to do a show at this place, or I'd love to record with, you know, this person or group.
Oh, I don't think the bucket list ever gets filled up. Absolutely, there's one. Would love to play Red Rocks out there, and there's an amphitheater, believe it or not, in North Carolina, which we went to see all of our shows in growing up, called Walnut Creek Amphitheater, that we would really want to play that, headline that one day. So, I mean, there's always something. There's always, you know, people to record with. Man, I'd love to do a collab with Taylor Swift. I think that'd be amazing. Taylor, if you listen, holler at me.
Yeah. Well, she does listen to the program, so you know, don't be surprised. I'll hang on to your number. If she calls, is it okay if I give it to her?
Yeah, absolutely. Just pass it on to her.
Okay, I'll do that. You know, I'm thinking back. It probably would have to been about 10 years ago or so, whether or not we did. You were on a country cruise that we did, and it seems like.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys and we did the same kind of interview thing. We're in a hallway of the cruise ship, I think. Does that ring a bell with you?
Where was this cruise out of?
Out of Miami area.
Yeah.
I really got to look back and think.
We've done several. These things are fun, man.
Oh yeah.
I always have a rule though, man. It's like, for me, 3 nights is enough anywhere. When it gets after that, it gets like one place too long. I gotta roll, you know. But I think I remember that now that you mentioned it.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are going to be out here on the West Coast, like we said. You're going to be at the Heights on July 8th. Great Saturday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have you ever been out here in Northern California? I mean, out here in Redwood Country?
I have. Yeah, we've been out there several times, but I will say this: I've yet to visit the Redwood Forest. My brother and I are tree guys. We used to be loggers when we were in Eastern North Carolina. That was our profession. We played music on the weekend, and we were loggers during the week. Scott's got his forestry degree, and we have yet to go. So I'm going to make a point, and I always said this: next time we get out there, I got to go visit the Redwoods, because that's one of that's a bucket list. More than playing shows or going anywhere, is to go visit the trees. So hopefully we can make that happen.
Yeah, I don't know what your travel schedule is. I know you're here on that Saturday night. I'm looking at your online stuff. You're not back to Nashville for like 4 days. So if you're in town on the 9th, the Sunday afterwards, because I know the night before you're going to be down in Turlock. But man, if you're around on the 9th, let me show you some redwoods and some forests.
I would love that. I absolutely would love that. That is, like I said before, that's just as much as any venue or any accomplishment on music. That's something on my bucket list that I want to do, and we can definitely make that happen.
All right. Well, like I said, maybe we'll change. If you've got early morning flights, maybe we'll bump them a day or something like that, just so you can stick.
Sure.
We did that before. Pam Tillis was here one time, and she actually was here 3 different times. And the second time she was here, she moved her flights like 2 more days and flew her son out so she could take him to the beach here at right there by the casino and check out the redwoods and stuff like that. So it's well worth it. Well worth it. So
I'm in. Let's go.
What are you guys doing musically these days? I mean, you got some more album stuff that you're writing and working on?
We just got out of the studio. We've been working with. We got a collab we did with Jelly Roll that's going to be coming out. We got a song that we wrote with Hardy that's banging. Some more stuff that we've just been working on. I think the plan is to put out a deluxe for you album, hopefully by the end of the summer. That's what we've been talking about. So new songs out probably in the summer to add with Girl in Mind to throw on this deluxe album. And we're constantly going. I mean, the thing about it out here is like if you might think you have a great song and then you keep writing it and you beat it. You got to figure out how to when it's going to come out. But that's just an ongoing cycle which we love. But yeah, we're excited. We're starting to kind of work up some new songs at the set, and yeah, I'd be listening for them at the show. We'll probably start peppering those guys in the set as well.
Talking to Matt Thomas, Parmalee, going to be here at the Heights coming up on July 8th. What's that?
My alarm's going off. My alarm keeps going off.
Oh, got to talk to somebody else coming up. Well, listen, the biggest thing that it's funny when we talk about you guys coming out here, people get excited, and a lot of people just forget how much music you've already had that have been big hits here. Is there a particular one that you find the crowd really goes wild when you're playing your shows?
Yeah, I mean, we do have a lot of people that you see that they recognize the song, especially if they're at the show with somebody who's a fan, and if they're like first timers. You see them light up when we might hit "Close Your Eyes" or something because they recognize that, and that was, it's a big hit for us. I mean, obviously, with just the wake up song, the crowd goes crazy, and now, "Girl in Mind" moving up the charts has been. You can really see it. You can see the environment change. When you know your songs are being played on radio, when people start hearing that top 20 song, it's a big jump from it hanging in the 30s and that kind of section. So it's cool to watch everybody sing, and you see new fans come up from new songs. It's always a fun part of the job.
Do you guys still get the thrill when you hear a song of yours come on the radio?
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, we had this rule that we had stated long ago with us. If you ever hear a song on the radio, you better not ever turn it. You got to turn it up. You can't turn it.
There you go. Yeah, I like that. Well, I know you got a busy morning, and you guys got some more shows to do. Looking forward to you guys being up here on the 8th at the Heights. And tickets are still available, but they are going quick. The 9th, let's see if we can make that happen. Take you out and show you the last redwood tree.
I'm gonna go check the calendar right now and see what we got going on, man.
All right. You have your people talk to my people, and like I said, I'll be your tour guide. I'd be more than happy. I've done that before for some artists. So.
Okay. Well, I'll check into it. I appreciate it.
Matt, have a great weekend. A couple of great shows there on the Northeast, and